Imagine being such a good pharaoh that you get to spend the afterlife in Davenport, Iowa.
Shadow Wizard Buddy Gang. We love casting spells.
What do you mean my card's been declined? Try it again. Buy me Prada. Balenciaga.
This is my impression of a vegan orc from Lord of the Rings.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
Will there still be tofu?
I get asked all the time, Kayla, why do you smoke so much weed? You ever just wake up? You ever just fucking open your eyes and it sucks right away?
Hey, which spells did you end up preparing? I'll come back.
You're telling me that someone going to a restaurant alone isn't weird?
That right there, officer. That's the British person who's afraid of independence.
Is this the best new way to serve pizza? That's a non-issue. Thanks.
Hey, what are you listening to?
Ronald Reagan denies allegations of secret deal with Iran 1986. I don't know if you've heard of it, though.
The charge has been made that the United States has shipped weapons to Iran.
What do multi-billion-dollar corporations that pay minimum wage and 40-year-old men that date 18-year-olds have in common? They'd both go lower if it was legal. I hate it here.
Gobble liver boom and I picked her. Gobble oop and Naraduna turn up nerve. Give a stomp big nukes if a church a mug. Give a want you meet me follow love. Get up una who I'm a DD after doc una.
So what's up?
Excuse me. I need your help. You need to kill me. I've been turned into a pumpkin by Crooked Hillary, the Wicked Witch of Nantucket. I'm only $14.99. Thank you, sir. Sweet release.
Hey guys, I've been working on this for a while, but I think I finally got it down. Here's my impression of Kentucky Senator Mitch Mc...
Me, I'm your oldest brother, Justin McElroy. And I'm your middlest, most balanced brother, Travis McElroy.
Our God is an awesome God. He reigns
Not where I
from
thought,
heaven above. He was
right.
wisdom, power,
Okay.
and stuff. Our God is an awesome God. It's
So-
me, Griffin McElroy, God's favorite.
Like a croissant donut, but listen to this crunch.
Roused to the edge of my seat, but for nothing at all. For there was no crunch to be heard. treacherous. Let there wreak havoc upon thee, foul fiend.
My favorite thing about being a professional bodybuilder is like walking down the street and passing a group of guys. When you have a bunch of muscle as a woman, they're always like, or they're like, and you know when I'm walking by them, I'm always like, oh my god, I look ginormous right now. It's my favorite.
There it is, Putt-Putt. The ancient artifact of astounding arrogance.
Wow, Dr. Jones, what do we do now?
We're gonna take it, put it where it belongs.
With the local tribe. Nice.
What? No. A museum. Oh, I thought it belonged to the natives. The artifact isn't safe here. Anyone could just walk in and steal it. Yeah, who would do something like that? First, we need to get past all the deadly traps. Deadly traps put there on purpose. Yes, and then we need to sneak past the natives on the way out. Is that artifact important to their culture? They've worshipped it for centuries. Why are we doing this again? It belongs in a museum. I don't feel like it does.
I made a life-size rug replica of my dog that just lays around like a rug. First I got some great pictures of his lazy butt and then transformed them into a pop art style drawing. Then I had to teach myself how to make a rug. Actually, the first step was woodworking because I need a frame to make a rug, and Braxton is too big to fit on a rug frame you can just buy. The next step was to stretch the base cloth and project Braxton life-size to trace him on. Then I used a tufting gun to blast yarn into the cloth and bring Braxton's fuzziness to life. Once he was fully fuzzed, I glued the back to seal the yarn. When that dried, I got to cut him out. Then I added some cloth backing to give him a finished look. Braxton, you wanna lay on a rug of yourself? Yes. How is it? Comfy? Give me your paw if you love it. Yes, good boy. You're welcome.
Journalism's dying. No one's reading articles anymore.
I'll read an article.
Really? Here you go.
This is just a TikTok transcribed word for word.
Fine, here's another one.
This is an affiliate article. You're just trying to sell me something.
No, it's not.
It literally says 5 bamboo toothbrushes you need to buy with an affiliate disclaimer.
Fine, here's another one. This one's really well researched.
This is a deep dive on Ariana Grande's love life that you got off YouTube.
Okay, one more. Here you go.
This one's actually pretty good. Why does it cut off at the second paragraph?
Oh, it's behind a paywall. You have to pay like $20 a month to read it.
So whenever I see people who are anti-strike or union, they say things like, writing is a dream job, so that's not a career path, or flipping burgers is a teenager's job. That's not a career path at all. It's actually a very simple equation. If the job make it a money, then you should get a some of the money. It's that simple. When you're working at McDonald's, are you generating a lot of revenue for them? Yes. So you should be able to live and eat so you can continue to work. And if a writer even works for 11 weeks on a project that then makes $200 million, don't you think they should just get a little piece of the pie? It's not that hard.
Excuse me, sir. I do believe I would like to purchase one Game Boy game. It's no longer possible to make Nintendo eShop purchases for Wii U and 3DS. What? But I'm willing to pay you. Here. Nope, no purchases allowed. I'm trying to be a good paying customer. Why not put the games on Switch? They aren't available on Switch. Don't you have a Switch eShop? Yep. So you could make your legacy content available there at any time. Yep. I'd like to purchase those games on the eShop with my money, without resorting to piracy, which you so thoroughly despise. So you should make them available for Switch. That makes sense to me. Then do it. We currently have no plans to offer classic content in other ways and also don't pirate our games.
Babe, you've hardly touched your gingerbread congressional district, so I made you a gingerbread cuneiform tablet complaining about the quality of copper to Kiana Sear. If you didn't know the lore, this clay tablet in the British Museum is considered the oldest customer complaint in history. It's written in Akkadian cuneiform and was sent to ancient Ur to complain about a delivery of substandard copper ingots. The person it was addressed to, Kiana Sear, was a merchant who routinely scammed all his customers, which we know from similar tablets also discovered in what used to be Kiana Sear's dwelling. This all took me a few hours to trace out. I was going off this more legible digitized version, which you're welcome to compare to mine to make sure I'm not just making this up. I did accidentally mess up lines 11 and 12, but overall, I'm very happy with the final product. Here it goes into the oven. Ah, this is looking good. Okay, here's the final product. From the top, it says, "Tell Iana Sear, Nani sends the following message. When you came, you said to me, I will give fine quality copper ingots. You left, but you did not do what you promised me. You put ingots which were not good before my messenger and said, if you want to take them, take them. If you do not want to take them, go away. What do you take me for that you treat me with such contempt?" And so it goes on. Tasty cuneiform.
Hi, welcome to How Guys. What can I get going for you? You want a pink potion? What kind of things are you trying to forget? Yeah, because one sip of that and you will forget like everything. I'm gonna go tell one of my workers what you want. Yeah, this is my tavern. Yeah. Oh, am I Helga? No. No, I'm not. Anything else I can help you with before I get on going? Yes? What is it? What do you need? You need help reading something? Are you illiterate? No? Oh, you've just never come across the language before. I get it, yeah. Well, lucky for you, I did major in linguistics and dark magic. So give it over here, I'll read it for you. Oh my God, this writing is teeny. Okay. Right, okay. So basically, you are in grave danger, babe. Yeah. Oof, good luck. Don't die in the tavern because you will be stuck here forever.
Where are you coming from? Cancun. What was your business in Cancun? For my friend's bachelorette party. Is the rest of the group here? No. Did you all get in a fight? Was there a friendship breakup? No, we just here alone? Yes. Why are you traveling alone? We live in different cities. Why? It's just, did you bring margaritas in your bag? No. Did you bring a full bottle of tequila? No. Why? I just brought my carry-on, so did you leave the hotel when you were there? We left the hotel to do some sightseeing. Where? We went to the pyramids. Are you a spy? No. Did you bring any souvenirs? I got a necklace. Do you plan on going back? Yeah, I would love to go back. Maybe next year. Why next year? Do you have any business to attend to there? It would be nice to just have a vacation next year. It could be another year. Your passport has a lot of stamps. You travel a lot. Yeah, I do. Why do you leave the country a lot? It's for fun. I love traveling and seeing other countries. Do you just travel for fun? Do you travel for work? Just for fun, vacation. What did you have for breakfast this morning? I went to the buffet. What was in the buffet? I had scrambled eggs, pancakes, coffee. Welcome to the United States. Thank you.
You might not believe it, but this is pink. From the 15th century until around the mid-17th century, the word pink in English referred to a greenish yellow. Specifically, it referred to an ancient lake pigment made from dye extracted from buckthorn berries. The ripe berries made yellow, and the unripe berries made a kind of greenish yellow. It's not known exactly why the colour pink came to describe a yellow colour, but there is a theory that it's derived from the German word pinkeln, which means to urinate. To pink a fabric meant to decoratively cut its edges with a zigzag or scalloped hem. This is probably why dianthus flowers, which are pale red carnations with ragged edges, came to be commonly known as pinks. These flowers actually appear quite frequently in Western art. They can be found in images of the Virgin and Christ, as well as in portraits of women as a symbol of love and marriage. In the late 16th century, they became very popular, and they were cultivated across Elizabethan England. Their popularity is probably why the word pink came to describe the colour of the flower, as well as the flower itself. All of this changed the definition of the word pink, and the earlier sense of the word, which described a shade of yellow, gradually fell out of use.
I want to show you why this unassuming bit of design behind me replaces the need for police officers and speed signs. Often when there's a lack of design, there's an over-reliance on signage and enforcement. For example, if there's a lot of people speeding and crashing in your streets, and your solution is to put up arbitrary speed limit sign and enforce it through speed traps, it might be that you just have weak street and city design. So right now I'm at the intersection of Camden Passage and Charlton Street. The passage is exclusive pedestrian, whereas Charlton Street allows for vehicles. Now what they could do, but they chose not to do, is just put up a sign that says like caution pedestrians in the area or speed limit slowed to X miles an hour. But instead they necked down the road and forced this sort of circuitous pathway. You would have to be a literal rally car racer in order to take these curves at an unsafe speed. So as a result, it naturally slows cars down without any need for signage or any sort of speed traps. This makes it safe not only for pedestrians along Camden Passage, but also people pushing strollers or in mobility aids that want to ride down this path itself. Remember, as a principle, an overabundance of signage to tell you what to do means that they're not utilizing the built world to show you what to do. And if you ever find yourself slowing down, speeding up, pulling over, paying more attention, look around and see what tripped that behavior in you.
So you see, these multi-billion-dollar corporations don't even really see the rest of us as people. We're just pawns in a game that they're playing with each other, and they will do anything to keep that game going, including destroying the entire world, because this whole system that they've implemented of overproduction and overconsumption will eventually lead to the downfall of the human race. Okay, cool. What else you got? Okay, so there's a civil war being fought between two opposing ideologies, right? One side feels that their way of life is being stripped away. They're being discriminated against, but they're kind of hypocrites about it because they have absolutely no issues discriminating against anyone who doesn't look or live like them. They essentially want their entire country to be an ethno-state of just them. But then on the flip side, you've got the people they're trying to break away from. You see, these guys have been in charge for a very long time. They know that there's a much bigger threat coming down the line, and that the only hope they have to stand against it is to stand together. But this side is also rife with corruption and just is not the ruling body it used to be. So a whole lot of gray area here. Okay, awesome. Sounds interesting. Do you have anything else? Yeah, so in this one, when you're creating your character, you can actually pick their pronouns. Why do you people have to make everything political?
Here are some ideas that I think are funny, but they have no common theme, so I'm just gonna throw them all in a video. People who go to the gas station and buy premium gas instead of regular gas, what are you doing? I mean, I'm sure that certain fancy cars need special fuel, which is ridiculous to me because that just seems like a scam in itself. Personally, I wouldn't be surprised if you looked under the fuel pump and found one pipe that gives you all the same type of gasoline and you're just getting scammed. That's what I really believe. I hate the fact that modern marinara dispensaries all have fancy names. I think that's, you're missing a huge market. Curaleaf, Live Well, Sunnyside, all these names as if they're giving out vitamins. We're just trying to get ladies and gentlemen. That's why people go to those places. Someone needs to open up a dispensary called Johnny's Drug Shack, and I will go there every day because I know you're not bullshitting me. I feel like the word hark needs to make a comeback. Like from the Bible, I feel like that word is pretty cool, but it's getting wasted on old stories. Hark just means listen. So like when people say hark, the herald angels sing, they're saying like pay attention. The angels are singing. Imagine walking up to your homies and they're all talking to each other and you got some hot gossip and you pause the conversation by going, hark! Stacy has chlamydia. That has power to it, and I feel like we should put that into the local vernacular. I think it's humorous that the costume design in Napoleon Dynamite was supposed to make everyone look like dorks, but nowadays, kids actually wear that unironically. I think it's weird that in children's TV, there is sometimes a character that the other characters have a crush on because someone had to cast a hot child. Like there was an adult in the casting process that said out loud at one point, this child is not hot enough. That's weird. That's weird that that's a thing that happens. Oh, and on the same topic, go watch the Stacy's Mom music video and you will be the most uncomfortable you've ever been in your life. Who decided that that was a good idea?
Yeah, I can book him. All right, first name, Donald. I'll tell you what, you don't really hear that name that much anymore. Like, it's very old-fashioned. Trump, as in like trumpet. Oh, yeah, word, you were the president. You're done with that job though, right? I'm only asking because I'm about to book you into jail and I feel like it would be, like, we don't give out desks in jail to, like, be the president. Oh, you guys are here for the election fraud thing. No, I saw Rudy Giuliani's, like, his picture on the news and I was like, what? That's the guy from 9/11. What's he doing here? Not from 9/11. He was the mayor during 9/11. I don't think he was there, but that's where I recognize him from. So you guys just kept saying there's election fraud and there wasn't? Let me tell you, I voted for you. Twice. I'm just kidding. That's my little election fraud joke. All right, height, 6'3", and weight, 200. Yeah, okay. And I'm a tight 130, right? I'm just gonna double what you said just in case, because, you know, we need the certain sizes for the jumpsuit. Hair color, I'm gonna say, like, the color of rotting corn that fell in a corn maze. I don't want to type all that, though. Yeah, you can just put your fingerprints right there. Has anyone ever told you you have, like, very small hands for a man? Yeah, lastly, we just need your the mugshot. I know, the worst part. You can smile if you want. You can frown. All right. You look really pissed in it. Do you want to try one more? All right, on 3, say insurrection. 1, 2, 3, insurrection.
Save. You don't need that extra latte, that extra streaming subscription, going to that fancy dinner. You want to put that in a money market account, earning 5, maybe more %, and watch that sucker grow.
Oh, Marky Q, you did not have to announce how much of an out-of-touch billionaire you are. You'd cultivated this persona of being like the people's billionaire because of your prescription drug company. I guess when you're that out of touch, it's hard to be aware of it. Okay, so let's say that you get coffee once a week, every Friday. It's got to be that brown sugar oat milk shake and espresso, $6.15. You get that every Friday to celebrate getting through the week and to get you to that weekend. But not anymore, because you decide that Mark has a real pulse on the working class and working poor. You decide to forego that little bit of happiness every week, so at the end of the year, you can have $295. All of that work, all of that denying yourself, and what do you have to show for it at the end of the year? Maybe you can buy Mark Cuban's shirt. But let's say you decide to invest it in a money market account. Like Mark suggested, you might get up to 5% interest. I mean, how much was the inflation in July? No, we're off to a great start. But you hold strong because Mark said this was a great idea, so you don't have any more latte happiness for 10 years. How much money would you have? Would you look at that? That's probably enough for 1 month's rent in 10 years. No, but that was such good advice. Why is the issue always that the working class and the poor do something that costs $6 that brings them happiness every week, and not the fact that we have billionaires who are like modern day dragons just hoarding all the wealth? The issue is never framed as, why does Mark Cuban have 3 homes, but nobody in the United States who makes minimum wage and works full time can afford the rent of a 1-bedroom apartment? And let's be for real, Mark doesn't actually believe that somebody's going to become ultra wealthy or a billionaire because of this advice, but it is a great deflection from the major flaws that are systemic within our capitalist system. And I used to eat this stuff up when I was in my early 20s. I'd look at the 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds and be like, wait a second, they're working really hard and they have nothing. How is that happening? And people like Mark would swoop in and be like, oh, it's because they don't wake up at 5 a.m. They don't only sleep for 30 minutes at a time. They don't only eat white bread and they just aren't grinding. Grind. Until you wake up one day in your 30s and go, wait a minute, this isn't about grinding. This system is incredibly flawed, because there's always going to be something in your life that you do that brings you a little bit of happiness or distraction, and it costs a little bit of money. And the billionaires can point to that and be like, see, that's the reason you're not me. I mean, maybe Mark is right, because in the time that I've taken to make this TikTok, I have not had any brown sugar oat milk shake and espressos, and I am in fact now 100,000-aire.